Hello and welcome to Let's Play Baldur's Gate. We are going to be playing Baldur's Gate with Baldur's Gate TUTU, the mod that allows us to play Baldur's Gate 1 on the Baldur's Gate 2 engine. We're going to be doing this, so let's start up.
No, you can't. I will be the last, and you will go first. There are others. I can show you, please. Please.
So there we have it. A man in spiked armor just threw someone off the building, claiming that he would be the last. This is unimportant. This is because we've imported into the Baldur's Gate 2 engine. Now you may notice that the screen is slightly smaller and it looks a bit odd. That's because we're using the widescreen mod. Natively, this game only runs at 800 by 600 maximum resolution, and we're using the widescreen mod so that we can get a bit more onto the screen at any given time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a single player game, and we're going to start a new game here. And here we have to build a character. This is going to be the character that's going to run us through Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, and the expansion Throne of Bhaal. So we're going to do everything that we can to get this character to the end of this epic quest. So let's take a look at the gender. We're gonna pick a male because I'm a male, and I don't know, favoritism. We need someone that looks, suitably young for this game. I'm thinking this guy looks suitably young and gruff and handsome. Well, I don't know what class we're gonna play yet. We'll sort of decide when it comes. But who else could we be? Ooh, this guy looks fancy. No, we're gonna play a fighter type. We'll have plenty of other opportunities for magic and such. So let's just go through them, and we'll get back to that nice, young, handsome-looking fighter man. Oh, we could be this. I don't know, this guy here. No, I like this one. So we're gonna pick this one. Next, the race. Alrighty, let's see here. I think half-elves are supposed to have a limited resistance to sleep and charm spells, and they can see in the dark with infravision. I think a half-elf is probably a good thing. We don't want to be a full elf because they're get bonus to dexterity, but we could be a dwarf. But no, I think a half-elf fighter is probably the way to go. Now we can choose a kit here. We could pick any number of things. Maybe we want to be a paladin. If we want to be a paladin, we have to be human, I believe. No, no, no. We're going to be a fighter. We're just going to be a half elf, and we're going to be a fighter. Now, each class has its own kits. The Berserker has a special ability that allows him to, you may guess it, go berserk and get resistances to. They're immune to charm, confusion, fear, feeble mind, hold, imprisonment, level drain, maze, stun, and sleep. And they get bonuses to their attacks and defenses. The Wizard Slayer again can't use any magic items, which I find is a bit too problematic. And the Kensai can't use any armor or gauntlets and braces, which again I feel is a bit too restricting. Some of the most powerful characters in the game can be crosses between these kits plus some other wonderful classes that allow them to do certain combinations of things. But we're just gonna straight up noble fighter the way. As per our alignment, this will come through in most of what we do. We're gonna go for lawful neutral. We're gonna believe in strong, well-ordered government, even if that government's a tyranny. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be noble and zealous, maybe. Alright, now here is where the real fun happens. I'm not going to spend too long re-rolling these. This looks not too bad. We'll run with this. So as a fighter, we need high strength, so that we deal lots of damage. A high constitution is what will give us... a high constitution will give us lots of hit points, and dexterity will give us good agility, balance, and a natural armor class. So... let me just reroll a few more times. We'll see if we can find something a bit better. What about this one? I don't want to spend too long on this screen, but bear with me as we just try and find something worthwhile. Maybe this one will do well. 17s and 10s, that seems good. We can run with that. They don't need to be perfect. Now, because we're using the Baldur's Gate 2 engine, it has a different proficiency system to the Baldur's Gate 1. Baldur's Gate 1 just had large swords, short swords, bows, and that was about it. There was not a whole heap of variants. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a proficiency with, as a fighter, I'm thinking... long sword or bastard sword. We'll go long sword and say sword and shield. And we might have a proficiency with warhammers as well, just in case we run into any really nice hammers. So long swords is going to be our standard one. Warhammer is going to be our actually not warhammer. We're going to take flail. And we'll probably use a longbow as well. This is only level 1, so we can just get around with proficient in all of these things, and we'll get really good as time goes on with various weapons. Our appearance, as a half elf, we got pointy ears and such. I'm gonna give us sort of golden blonde hair and slightly darker tan skin. And then I like blue and black as my clothes colors, so we're going to run with those.
Death to you all! As it should be. I must rest my... Oh, such a waste of time this is.
That sounds doable. Let's have that voice. And as for a name, what is the name that we're going to give our wonderful character? I'm thinking... Renfast the fighter. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll do this, and now we've got everything we need for our lawful neutral half-elf fighter. Lawful neutral half-elf fighter to start the game. So here goes. Let's accept, and we're into the prologue.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast,
The citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day. Imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel, he has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
So here we are. We've got an unexpected journey ahead of us, and we've got to go buy some supplies. Nice simple sort of prologue. So here we are. This is us in the middle of the screen, and as you can see, one of the things that I've added allows us to see the whole of Candlekeep here, because what sort of person doesn't have a good idea of where they live? As you can see, the widescreen mod adds some serious ability to see what's going on. Now, as this is a tutorial area, most of the people here, if you talk to them, will just give you hints about how to play the game and how to control everything. As I already know all of this, I'm going to be avoiding talking to most people that don't offer nice quest-related things. So here, this is us. We have on us at the moment 150 gold pieces, and our trusty quarterstaff that we begin the game with. We're gonna lose that as soon as we possibly can. And this, as you can see, is the Candlekeep Inn. Let's head inside and see if we can't buy some supplies for an unexpected journey. So there's some people inside, but this appears to be the proprietor back here. So let's go and have a chat to him.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
He's asked for a 5,000 gold piece book entrance fee. We currently have 150. Thinking that's probably a bit outrageous. There we go. Number 2. You always were the big kid of Winthrop. Gets funny nearly every time I hear it. Yeah, maybe we've heard this one once too many times. Apparently he's just having a bit of fun with us. Well. So let's ask him what he's got for sale and see if we can't prepare ourselves for this journey. Now, what did we take? We took flails, as well as long swords, didn't we? As our thing. So let's have a long sword, because we think that's a good idea. And we wanted a shield as well. Let's have a large shield. We're a large person. And we need a helmet and some armor. We've got 112 gold pieces left for armor. We can't buy this, but we can exactly buy this chainmail armor. So now we can see that we can put this longsword in, this shield in, this helmet on, and this armor on. And we've got an armor class of 1. This is really good. Now, as a fighter, we should be able to look around here, and perhaps Winthrop kids with us so much because we like to ransack his inn every now and again. We're just going to force the locks off all of these things using a brand new shiny sword and steal everything in sight. Let's go upstairs and see if any of the patrons have anything nice that we can
No sooner said
steal.
than done.
Oh, there's 4 gold in this guy's room. Thank you, it's ours now. This one, let's see if we can force the lock off this. We can, and we get a necklace. I'm not sure that we'll be able to force the lock off this next one though. We failed. It's normally a dice roll, but if we're a tad, you know, too not strong enough, well, I should learn how to speak properly. If we're not strong enough to force the lock, then no matter how many times we roll the dice, we will fail. This is a nice wizardly looking fellow over here in the corner. It's Firebeard Elvenhair. What a name. Firehair Elvenbeard. Firebeard, not beard. Ah, it'd be so much better if it was beard. Ah, well, let's have a chat to him.
Fine, decent folk nowadays.
So, apparently there is an iron crisis in a place called Baragost. And he's left his identify scroll with Tetheril in the inner grounds. He wants us to go and fetch it for us. Yeah, Gorion probably wasn't that serious about an unexpected journey. We probably got time to run along and do a few things. Oh, before we leave, there's one more thing we need to pick up.
My hotel's as clean as
Let
an
us
elven
pick
hearth.
up a set of bolts. And then let's leave. So, Tetheril's in here somewhere, but before we head that way, let's go around the outside of this this keep. We've got the outer walls and the inner walls, and as we head down here, we can see what's going on. As you can see, we come across a bunch of monks who would like to, tutors as they're called, and they want to teach us a bunch about what's going on. And here is the barracks. The barracks. This is where the guards for Candlekeep stay. Let's head inside.
A waste of my talents.
As we can see, there's this Fuller over here, and a guard wandering around. Let's have a chat to Fuller, see if we can't do anything for him.
I should have joined the army.
Apparently he had a bit of a raucous night last night. Let's see if we can run any errands for him. You know, that's what you do. You find little quests and you do them at the start of the game. He needs a quarrel of crossbow bolts. What do you know? I just happen to have some on me. Apparently if we go get some off Winthrop at the inn, he'll reimburse us. So that sounds good. Let's talk to him again and give him those crossbow bolts. He's called us a little money grubber. And we've gained 50 experience points. That's really the only reason I'll be doing these early quests is thingo. Now this bed over here just happens to be Hull's bed, and they don't mind if we just nip in and we steal the longsword and the potion that was in there. These ones they will get a little angry if we try and steal those. So as we head over, there's a barrel over here with nothing in it, and a chest with some gold in it. This is the bunkhouse. This is where the visitors get to stay if they're too cheap to pay Winthrop for a night at the inn. Let's head on in and see if we can't meet anyone nice. Ooh, this is Carbos. Apparently we matched the description for something, and we were told we were dangerous. Do we know Carbos? I don't believe we do. And yes, this is about to be our introduction into battle techniques, as he's going to deliver our skull and be set for life. This doesn't bode well. Oh, so I have it set to as soon as we see an enemy to auto pause. This is one of the options that you can set in the options menu. And now that it's paused, you can see he's got a red circle around his base. This means that he's an enemy. We'll be seeing a lot of these in our run through of Baldur's Gate, and yeah, hopefully we can just grab our sword and attack him until he's no longer a problem. Let's unpause it and see what happens. So Carbos missed us, and we swung at him and killed him. That seems... we did 6 damage to him and he died. First thing we always do is loot the body. And we'll see if there's anything else worth looting in the bunkhouse. Not a very comfortable looking place. And if we go to the journal here, we can read that... journal. Someone wishes me dead. Grimes right to think that we are no longer safe here. We're going to... The attempt on my life may have been laughable, but I fear there are more threats to come. Yes, we're gonna have to get out of here kind of quickly, or lest some nastier people show up and try and do us harm. Continuing on around the outside, we're about halfway around now. Here's the gate warden.
Rules are very strict.
And we're going to tell him that we already know how to do stuff. I'm sure it will be sufficient, thank you. We don't have time for his nonsense. Heading in here, we can, this is the healer's house, if you will. So there's a whole bunch of sick people in bed, and if we talk to the healer,
These walls contain the world's
he's asking if we need some potions, and yes, we do. That'd be nice, thanks. We've gained an item. If we go to our inventory, we can see we've gained this item here, the potion. We'll put that on our quick bar. We're gonna do one loop of the castle, head back to Winthrop, sell up all the goodies that we've found, and then head back to Gorion. Here is Hull. Hull on the main gate. We learned about him in the barracks. He apparently he left his sword in the barracks before going on duty, which is why he's holding a quarterstaff. On the right side of the barracks, he says, "Head off there now, quick, before the gate warden catches him without it." And there's an antidote in there as well. He thinks Dreppen needs one for old Nessie. Well, luckily for us, we managed to loot his chest before we came here, so we've got it all ready. So if we give it to him, he tells us we took our sweet time. Oh well. He gives us 10 gold pieces and tells us to get the hell out of here. And we can head on up to and find out whoever Dreppen is and whether or not he needs that antidote. Here is a nasty looking dwarf called Reaver.
By Moradin's hammer.
Oh, he tells us to clean the rats out of the storehouse. Apparently we shirked our duties yesterday, and so now we've got to head in there and do it. Oh, let's unpause it. Rats, luckily, cannot harm us at all. They are just rats. They're not rats of disproportionate sizes or anything. Unusual sizes. We can just use our swords, swing at all the rats. Apparently the cats are too lazy to take care of the rats in here. We get 1 experience point for each rat we kill. This is definitely going to add up and be important later on in the game. Yeah, right. So, after killing all of the rats, one of the things that we get to do with the storehouse is loot it. Nothing in the crate. Nothing in the barrel. And what about the barrel up here? Ooh, a silver ring. Let's see if Reaver is still unhappy. He gives us 5 gold pieces. Good on him. Well, we don't have to talk to him. Let's see what this is. This is the Temple of Ogma. Let's ignore the temple for now. We don't really need to do anything up here. Here, what do we have? We have, who's this? This is Dreppen and a cow. Let's have a talk to Dreppen.
What do you need?
No worries. He wants us to grab the book out of the hay just here. We'll run it to Phillida. And then come back. Well, we'll run to Phillida in our own damn time. Let's talk to him a bit more.
What do you need?
Oh, poor Nessa. She's all sick. She's one of them potions of antidote of Hull. So, this will be the potion that we, the antidote that we picked up out of his his chest. If we give it to Dreppen here, ah, he says, "Stick with me, and we'll probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep." Ah, well. So we give him the potion, and he's good to go and help Nessa, and we get 50 more experience points, and that is all we really care about, getting that yummy XP. This here is the priest's quarters. Let's just save up quickly. Oh, let's just save up quickly, and then we'll go and head on in and see if we can't meet someone nice, like that nasty person in the bunkhouse. Oh, apparently Shank has found us first. We are the Ward of Gorion. What can we do for you? Oh, he wants to kill us. That is unfortunate. Let's just smack him in the face until he missed us. And what do you know? We hit him and he died. This is becoming somewhat of a common occurrence now, is that someone comes and tries to kill us and we just whack them until they're dead. Let's just loot the priest's quarters, because we don't really care about priests, do we?
Make it quick.
I need this. That's my quick. Are we gonna fail? Yeah, we're gonna fail to force that lock. We unfortunately do not have a thief yet, which will allow us to pick the locks on various bits and pieces. Let me just make sure. Yep. Ooh, Parter has come. He says we've cut ourselves above the brow. We could be a little sissy and tell him about the nasty man in there who tried to kill us and who smelled like the stables, or we can shrug it off. Let's do the proper thing and shrug it off. He says, get what we need for the inn, and then Gorion is desperate for us to be off. Okay. Apparently maybe we shouldn't have been digging about and trying to complete all of the little quests that we can around here, but what do we know? Who's this lovely lady in the purple? It is Philida. Oh, she's lost a copy of the history of Halrua. She said she was getting a bit of fresh air just east of here, and she can't find it. Luckily, Drappen's already told us where it was. It was in the hay, and we can give it to her. Oh, there we go. What do you know? And she's going to give us a gem. Little gem of hers, and perhaps Winthrop will give us something nice for it. We have gained this, the Lynx Eye Gem. It's just it's just a little shiny stone. So now that we've collected a whole, before we head back, let's just, one more thing we got to do. We got to go find Tetheril in the inner area and try and grab Firebead Elvenhair's scroll off of him. So let's just take a look around, see if we can find Tetheril anywhere. Should be wearing red if I remember correctly. No, here's Gorion on the steps of the library, and ooh,
It's me, Emmowen.
Emmowen. She's just, she's apparently our friend. We can't chat today. We must prepare for a journey. Alright. We get the message. We'll ask if we can go with us. Apparently she's seen a letter that we don't have access to. Well, let's ignore Gorion for a little bit longer, because that's what we can do. Oh, here's Tetheril. I missed him against the path there. I don't have very good eyesight, so he's told us to give the scroll back to Firebead. Let's it's a matter of great urgency. Everyone is telling us just how urgent it is. Now, just up here should be my favorite characters in the entire game. Oh yes, the group of sages. Wow, it's just a clatter. But let me get away from them really quick. So saith the wise Alonso. There we go. They are telling a hymn or a rhyme about that the great Alonso has written a mighty soothsayer. So let's talk to Winthrop and sell off all of this junk that we've managed to accumulate. Our old quarterstaff. We can't sell off these scrolls because we stole them from him, and that's thing. Let's sell off all of this jewelry, this warhammer, and this identifier scroll we can't sell because it doesn't belong to us. It belongs to Firebead.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ooh, he's gonna cast a nice spell on us to protect us from any evil we may come across tonight. And, oh, we gained an item as well. We gained another potion of healing.
Of course.
So let's go talk to Gorion and beat feet, as they say. There's Tethro walking around the inside. This is the Candle Keep. This is the actual keep section, the Great Library, and there is many tomes inside these hallowed walls. But Gorion wants us to leave, and so leave we must. Let us save up here, and next time we will chat to Gorion. Oh, no, we can chat to Gorion. We'll save up in a moment. We'll just quick save and then have a chat.
My child, I am glad I have found you.
Well, we are ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man. In cactus.
Sorry, child. Get out of here.
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
So here we go, chapter 1.
Hey, it's me, Emmowen.
Apparently she read a letter on his desk the other day. And it might be on his body. She never lets a friend down. No, sir. So she's going to come with us, and she forces herself into our party. So now we have control over the both of them. We'll have to explore that more in the next episode, because this one, unfortunately, is over. And so, thanks very much. I've been the Gamer Geek, and hopefully you enjoyed episode 1 of Let's Play Baldur's Gate.